So in this video, I'm going to share with you a complete list of all of the online stores that are on this site, which is Rakuten, which is a great cashback site. And you'll see here that I have a list, that they have a list of all the different stores on their site. And it's a very, very long list if you were to scroll through, or if you were to go to each letter of the alphabet to see the stores that start with that letter. It's an extremely long list of suppliers, right? So I think it's convenient to actually have all of them completely in one place, so I was able to extract them from the website. And as it turns out, I'm going to scroll down so you can actually see the whole list, and you'll see that in total there are actually 3,071 online stores on this list. So I'm going to scroll through them just so you can see that they are all here. When you get to the bottom, you'll see that there are 3,071 of these all together. I'm going to go ahead and use control down just so you can get down to the bottom. And so that is one thing. Right now I also have a list of, for those of you who use Sku Grid, which is something I teach, which is primarily used by dropshippers, but actually can be useful for anyone who wants to keep track of prices. Anyone who wants to keep track of prices at these different online stores can use Sku Grid, right? And what Sku Grid does, they also have a long list of certain suppliers or online stores. They have about 400 or 500, I don't remember, on this list. Let me go to the bottom. Whoops, I went too far. So I have about, I think, 552. And what happens is that these cross each other. So some of these online stores on Sku Grid, they are also on Rakuten. All right, so some of these online stores on Sku Grid are cashback eligible on Rakuten. So what this does, or what I did here, is I use a formula to cross-reference the Sku Grid list against the Rakuten list. And so on this list of suppliers, which are all from Rakuten, you'll be able to see which of these are also compatible with Sku Grid, which is going to be great if you want to keep track of the prices of products, right? And keep track of the stock of these products at those particular online stores. And if you want to do it automatically, okay, you can do that with Sku Grid. So that's going to come in handy. Now, this is a read-only copy, and this is the way that you will receive it when you go through the link. You're going to get a view-only copy. So now what you do is you go to File, Make a Copy, and that will actually create a copy of this original. So don't request access from me. I get people sending me emails to request an access. That's not how it works. You go to File, Make a Copy, okay, and you create your own copy. That is the way this works. Right now you have your own copy, and then you can basically do things like filter. So I already, for your convenience, added the data filters here, just so you know how. You highlight, you go to data, and you go to filter. You can turn off the filter, data, create a filter, right? And you only have to highlight this top. Okay, and so what happens is if you only want to look at the Rakuten suppliers or online stores that are on Sku Grid, you can go here and you can turn off the false and leave the true. Okay, true means yes, it is on Sku Grid. False means it is not, right? So now only the Rakuten suppliers that are on Sku Grid, only those will show up. Okay, and then you can turn back on false if you want to see all of them. Okay, or for some reason you want to see the ones that are not on Sku Grid, you could do that too, right? So now the reason why I have a Rakuten as a column, okay, yes, these are all on Rakuten, but I plan to add more sites here, potentially cashback sites. So I might add more columns in here, and when I do, okay, it'll be on this original copy. I'll let you know, which is why you have to subscribe. All right, by email you get the copy, and then I send you updates when they come through. So I will add another column for maybe another cashback site, and what will happen is those cashback sites will have some of the same online stores. So we want to have the same stores in here, but just to see true, false. Is it on that online store or not? Okay, so that's what you're going to see in the future. maybe another cashback site like Be Frugal, another column, and you'll see some stores, these same stores, which ones are on Be Frugal, which ones are not, but you're also going to see some extra stores that maybe some additional stores that are not on here yet. So this list is going to keep growing. It's going to get huge, right? But you've got to stay subscribed so that you can get the update. Now, if you want to go ahead and look at the sites, I have the links obviously right here. So if you want to look at Rake It In, I suggest, I should have the link in this video as well. Go ahead and sign up. Rake It In is totally free. I mean, the link is here in the description of the video. It's also here in the Google Sheet. And there's no reason not to go to Rake It In and sign up, because there's no fee for it. You just connect your PayPal so that you can get paid, right? So you connect your PayPal so you can get paid, and then you go ahead and when you're ready to shop, I have videos where I show people how to actually, where I demonstrate how to actually use this. But basically, in a nutshell, you know that you're going to buy something from a certain store. So you navigate to that store like you're going to buy something at, I'll take one of these stores down here, Boscov's, and then you could type in Boscov's, you see what they have at Boscov's, right? And then you simply see what cashback they're offering at Boscov's, and then you can shop. You don't have to add, they do have a Chrome extension, you don't have to do that. You can just go to shop, right? And then it will take you to Boscov's. All right, you have to make sure that your cart is empty when you do this beforehand. Make sure that your Boscov's cart is empty. I also suggest that you sign into your store account ahead of time, and then you just go ahead and you go shopping. Okay, you add things to your cart, you check out, and when you check out, you should get a credit from Rake It In, because they know that you shopped through the link. Okay, so you should get, where's Rake It In? So you should get a credit back here of 2.5%, right? Cashback, right? Sometimes they have categories where you're only going to get it for certain categories. You have to look to see what the details are, but basically, if you shop through here, you're going to get your cashback most of the time on your online store, right? So and after you make your first purchase, right, you'll get, if you go through the link, okay, that I provide, and you sign up, what's going to happen is when you do your first purchase, you're going to get a payment. Okay, you will get a payment. All right, so basically that's how it works. But the main point of this video is to share with you that I do have this complete and extensive list of online stores. And yes, you could go to Rake It In technically, and you can just go to categories, see all stores, and you can scroll through here and look through the stores. But that is not the same thing as having it in an actual list. It is going to be, if you're trying to, especially if you want to cross-reference things with a software, or there just might be different reasons why you want to actually have a CSV or a Google Sheet list of these online stores, as opposed to just kind of scrolling through them here. And because there's so many and there's so much space in the graphics, you can't really see everything that is there. All right, I was surprised to see that I didn't realize it was that many, 3,071 online stores on Rake It In. But as it turns out, that's how many they have, right? So this way you can just come through here, and you can click and you can look at different stores. And so anyway, yeah, go to the link in the description of this video, and through that link you'll be able to subscribe to get access to the suppliers list. You can go ahead, like I said, make your own copy so that you can do the filtering. But if you don't plan to do any filtering, you could actually keep it like this and just open it and just click the links. But either way, I do plan, like I said, to add more things to this. So you should be able to get back, make sure you can get back to the original file. But again, when you subscribe, I'm going to email you when I add things, right? That's the whole point of subscribing, just so I can let you know. And that's pretty much all I do, is tell you, hey, look, I updated something, or hey, I've got a new thing that you might find useful, and I'll send you to that. All right. So basically that's about it. So yeah, I'm Mr. Mark. This is Excel for Sellers. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, just leave them below. I hope you find this useful. I hope it's useful to you in some way, and I hope to see you around on the channel in another video.